I know what you're thinking. How did my incredibly chiseled body end up here?
Enjoy your drugs. Next.
Pick up for Ronny Chieng.
Right. 25 milligram Daraprim for toxoplasmosis.
Yo, I got it for my cat. It's not you have to do anything weird to get it. Okay, you just need to have touched cat feces and not wash your hands and then put it in your mouth, which happens more than you think, okay?
Okay, so that'll be $45,909.10.
Wait, did you say $45,909?
And 10 cents.
How is that even possible? How did this medicine become so expensive? I went home to do some research. Yes, this is how I do research. It's the future, okay? Deal with it.
One tablet of Daraprim used to cost $13.50. The drug maker recently increased the price to $750.
Apparently in America, drug companies can do whatever the hell they want. And that's exactly what this did. Remember Martin Shkreli? He was the one who raised the price of the life-saving drug Daraprim.
In response to all of this attention, are you going to change the price?
No.
I also found out that a group in Australia managed to replicate the same drug for just $2 a pill. At that price, it's cheaper for me to fly to Australia than to buy it in America. So I did. And guess what? The scientists responsible were
These high school nerds!
Meet the young chemist from Sydney Grammar's All-Boys High School.
Man, I love it. All that time you could have wasted going on dates and having a life, you guys channeled into your science.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is just to demonstrate that this drug doesn't deserve to be price hiked to $750 a pill.
I think like people appreciate nerds a bit more now.
Except for one guy, who went on a tweeting rampage against them when their success started to make headlines.
Never ever compare your cook game to mine. Highest yield. Best purity, most scale. I have the synthesis game on lock.
We were able to do this in a school lab with cheap school equipment compared to a fully fledged facility that he has. And we compared the spectroscopy, and we got very high yield, very high purity. So our synthesis game is also on lock, Shkreli.
Oh snap! They talk science and trash. And at just $2 a pill, they must be balling.
So how did you guys celebrate your newfound wealth?
We didn't make money from it. We're just making it to prove a point, really.
Hang on, wait a second. So you created a drug and you made no money from it?
No.
What are they teaching you at this school?
Science.
Well, maybe they should be teaching some basic economics.
What is this magic stuff you made?
There it is. Wonderful little, beautiful white powder.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
And how much is that worth?
It's about worth of a bit over $100,000.
The street value of that is $100,000.
In the US, yeah.
Can you show me how to make it?
So we started out with chlorophenylacetonitrile, to which we added ethyl propanoate and potassium tert-butoxide to get the ketonitrile. Then we added isobutanol and concentrated sulfuric acid to get the butyl ether. Then we added guanidine hydrochloride and sodium
Clearly
methoxide.
these kids were only in it for the science and not working on their own. So I arranged to sit down with the real mastermind behind this operation, the hardened criminal that was profiting off of these students.
Ronny?
So the drug lords were actually these scientists working for the open source malaria cartel, and they were cracking the code behind dozens of drugs, including Daraprim.
The aim is to try and make medicines more accessible to people. It only takes a few steps, and high school students can do it. So why is it so expensive?
Why is it so expensive?
Well, Shkreli bought the marketing rights. It's because of a loophole in the States.
This loophole allows this company to charge whatever it likes for this drug.
Isn't that a good thing? They can put that money into making the drug itself better.
Well, there's been no development on this medicine for over 60 years. I mean, it's off patent. It was invented in the 50s. So there seems to be no reason to raise the price of a drug by over 5,500%.
But you guys are sitting on a gold mine here.
I think you've really misunderstood what's going on here.
I'm not saying sell it for $750 a pill. Okay, we're not animals. Like $500 a pill.
But we don't want to.
But you could.
We don't want it.
For a bunch of geniuses, they sure don't know anything about supply and demand. Luckily, I too know smart stuff. Which takes us back to where we were. I needed a large supply of pharmaceuticals to bring back to the States to make save millions of lives. And I knew just the people to make it happen.
All right, listen, you Australian genius brats. I need drugs, lots of drugs. Keep mixing that. Go.
Why are you in underwear?
Look, I don't know much about chemistry, but I know you gotta take your pants off when you do it, okay? That's basic science. What is this? That's a grade B. But I need a grade A, you hear me? I want your synthesis game on lock. If you got something for herpes, I want that. You don't have to do it right now, just write it down for me. I'll take it home and figure it out. Science, bitch! Now that I have my product, keep working. All I had to do was smuggle it into America. And I had a foolproof plan. Okay, so you take this, right, and you put in your pocket. Turns out the best drug mules aren't even mules. Right, that's it. Go. Go and save lives, you beautiful medical marsupials. If you make it to America, meet me in Times Square. Now, do any of you kangaroos know I can get an Uber?